Hey everybody, Cinephile Mike is here, and it is day 21 of And the Oscar Goes To. My daily short videos on who I believe will win, and in some cases, who I think should win the big prize come Oscar night, which is coming up this Sunday, March 2nd. We are so close. We are looking at the full-length feature films, and today we are looking at the best animated feature film. And your nominees are Flow, Gints, Zilbalodis, Matíss, Kaža, Dyens, and Gregory Zalcman. Inside Out 2, Kelsey, Mann, and Mark Nielsen. Memoir of a Snail, Adam Elliot and Liz Kearney. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl, Nick Park, Merlin Crossingham, and Richard Beek. And finally, The Wild Robot, Chris Sanders and Jeff Hermann. As we do, let's take a look at these a little closer. First up, in Flow, we go on a journey with a clever cast of animals. A cat, a dog, a capybara, a secretary bird, and a lemur all try to survive the flood by traveling down the massive raised water in a small boat and in an almost Noah's Ark kind of way, learn how they have to put aside their differences to come together if they are ordered to be successful on this journey. Now, Inside Out 2 reunites our favorite emotions, joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear, as they help their human, Riley, adjust from childhood to young adulthood. I mean, puberty is easy, right? Especially when new emotions like anxiety, ennui, embarrassment, and envy show up, and all the emotions have to learn how to coexist in order to have Riley survive her life. Then we have Memoir of a Snail, which tells the story of Grace Budell, a sad woman who has suffered many of life's injustices. She loses her parents, she lost her twin brother, and she just tries to get through her day to day, putting most of her focus on her obsessions, hoarding different things, snails, romance novels, and guinea pigs. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl, brings our favorite inventor and his best friend back to the big screen and pits them against not just the dangers of AI technology, but also against Feathers McGraw, the penguin, who breaks out of the zoo jail and is seeking revenge after our favorite inventor and his best friend after what happened so many years ago in the wrong trousers. And finally, we have The Wild Robot. It is a film about a parent-child relationship between a lost-in-the-woods robot named Roz and the baby goose named Bright Bill, who she raises from birth. Now, as her creators find her and want to take her back, with the other animals in the forest, we will see how Roz fights back to become the titular character and give the lesson that life doesn't always necessarily have to go how we expect. All right, where do I fall? This one is hard because there's who I think will win, who I think should win, and then there's really with this the one that I want to win. All right, let me talk about that one first. Just based on the film and my love of its history, selfishly, you know it probably won't, even though it has the Oscar history. I really want to hear Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl called. I am a huge fan of that film. It won the BAFTA. I mean, it was just everything I wanted in an animated film. It was like wrapping yourself in a feel-good blanket. However, based on the prize, Best Animated Feature, and I'm not saying Wallace and Gromit doesn't accomplish things, but thinking about the way things are going, one of the front runners this season has been The Wild Robot. It is the odds-on favorite. It has won several of the main awards. And look, I would not be upset with this decision. You know, Wallace and Gromit was a 5-star film for me. The Wild Robot is a 5-star film from me. Visually, it's beautiful. Visually, it's the best of the 5. Uh, but it's still in some ways a story we've seen before. Now, the film that I believe should win, because when we look at everything that we're putting together to make the film, is the one that won the Golden Globe, and that is Flow. It's a dialogueless film, and it is a beautiful meditation on life. And look, the fact that the editing and all of the sounds, all of the animals that we are hearing were recorded in the wild and in zoos from real animals. So putting all of that together to tell this story really does make a best animated feature. But again, as much as I think that could, and look, Flo could pull an upset. We're not sure yet. However, again, let's also lean into the fact that The Wild Robot was also nominated for other Oscars in addition to Best Animated Feature. So this could be the one that it takes. Well, what do you all think? Let me know in those comments. Tomorrow we're going to be starting to wrap up. It's our penultimate day. Tomorrow we're going to look at the Best International Feature. But until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.